Okay, we're here below Sahale Peak, which I think is this thing. I mean, it's like two things. I can't decide which is higher, but we'll get there, I guess. What did we skip? We came up this sort of loose, shitty whatever, and then up the glacier kind of on the side. The glacier kind of looks like a real glacier on the left side here, but there's really nothing happening on this like far our right side of camp, which is good. So no excitement. I guess we're just gonna go up this thing. I see like wrap slings higher up, but is that the backside or what? There's also this ledge that looks kind of like someone would go, but I don't know, like you would traverse around, kind of unclear. So I think I'm just gonna go straight up and see how that feels. The mountain does seem to be kind of falling apart, although it's much better here. See, it looks fine up here. I don't know. But the left thing looks higher. But who knows? Yeah, this thing seems doable. There's kind of a natural ramp there. But is that correct? Nobody knows. A nice ledge thing. Just go somewhere. Of course, we could just go up here. Slightly bad hands. Maybe I'll go to that end. And then we'll cut back. Seems good. Let's just like poke around the corner. See, is that the top? It has kind of top vibes. We got a big chasm there. I feel like that's the way to go. Feels like this has bad hands. Maybe not. It might be more exciting to down climb. Guess we'll see. I came off the wrong side, which seems likely. So there's Boston, which we're hopefully going to next. But we gotta tag this thing first. Go lower, I guess. See, it does seem a bit involved this way. Why would that be? Maybe because I took the route right. That's a lot of snow. So, that looks a bit steep. What about the right side? Has its own sort of spiciness. What about around the corner? Probably not. Guess we're doing this airy move on the edge just to get up higher. 1 foot, 2 foot. Good hands. High foot. And that's the top. Cool. So what would have been the way to come straight on? Like here or something? I don't know. Okay. There's a slightly better view of the Sahale Glacier. We got a lot of things faded in fire smoke. There's the Kiansabe. Looks pretty broken up. What else we got? El Dorado, the big ramp of snow. Forbidden, the peaky pointy rock. Boston, the little thumb thing. I think the faded out one the slightly bare glacier in the distance is Logan, the Boston Glacier on the north side of Ripsaw Ridge here, Mount Buckner, and then kind of in the faded distance is Mount Good, I think. I think this is Booker on the end with a little glacial thing. And then we got a whole ton of stuff here, which is very faded out. Yeah, that's it for now. Okay, we're back. Now we're gonna go do this, I guess. Or we'll see how this goes. It looks pretty close. I think it's vertically only like 200 feet difference or something. We gotta down climb this. This doesn't feel so bad. Maybe. We're just kind of like walking into the void. My hand is a bit too far. Feels better. Now we're good. So when you come back, you probably don't have to come this high. You can just cut over. Why did I do this? Yeah, for sure, whatever. I'll go here. The rock here seems serviceable enough, not overly falling apart. I guess we'll see. I don't know. What should I have done? Should I do the finger hang? Those are excessive. That looks like mud that people walked on. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. What's down there? A big hole. Yep. So it feels like we can avoid the snow, which is good. Or we could see what this thing is like. Yeah, okay. So there was a party of 5 that came up the glacier this morning. Not sure where they came. There are sort of tracks down there. Maybe this is the meeting point of routes. Yeah, it could be. Sloping slabs seem unsafe. You know, I didn't see if there was a register on Sahale. Not sure why I did that. That's okay. There apparently is. Oh, whatever. So, is this first thing the false summit? I feel like people talk about, I didn't do like that much research. We like traverse when we get to the fall summit. Kind of wrap around. But is it this? I mean, from here I would say so. But from Sahale, kind of, you could see all the way to the end. But maybe that was the fall summit. Guess we'll find out. It is a nice wide ridge. You can kind of do whatever you want. It's very trail-like here. staying right on the ridge. Or we should have gone there, where there's a swimming trail. Okay. I don't know. Feels like hit the ridge. Surely the face would be too much. What about this thing? I could cut the corner here. Check it out. Otherwise we can go around the right side. Just over the top. Feels pretty good. There's rockfall, icefall or something. If you can hear that. It is pretty damn hot. I mean, there is a sort of path here, like they just skirted under this thing, or the common person did at least. Seems fine to me. We can meet at the notch. And now it's a bit ambiguous. That's a path of some kind. This looks a bit better set. We'll give it a try. Hard to say. I think if there was, suppose you were supposed to traverse lower, it would be set in a bit more. This kind of has just I don't know, go up kind of look to it. You could try that. You could try that. Small gully of death. All good. Not too loose. It's really not that loose. Maybe at the proper peak it'll be. Maybe we're a couple false summits too early to call anything a false summit. Okay. So, ridge crest again. This rock is good as far as I'm concerned. So now, there is sort of a natural ramp going down. Do you want to do that, or do I want to stay high? I guess we can stay high, and then we'll hit that, and there's kind of a ramp. Hard to say if that's the desired ramp. It is a nice ridge, honestly. So, going left doesn't have the feeling of being possible. You could go up and over this thing, I guess. Let's check skirting the corner. Here it is a tad thin. That's fine. slightly downtrending, but let's check. Rock! But nobody should be climbing that, because I don't think anybody does that. Alright. So was this correct? Was this correct? There's wrap slings over there. You know, I didn't think the snow was going to be up till here, like the Boston Glacier. How do I want to traverse? It looks pretty shitty. Like up and across and down, and then when I'm across, what do I want to do? I think I want to wrap around rather than going straight across here. It's almost like you would take the snow in some cases. So the reason I want to go high is because this looks insanely loose. But how loose is it? Seems fine, I guess. Like, it looks like this would just push off. And it looks like this would just fall apart. It's kind of a ways to go. I guess let's go a bit higher and see if there's a nice place to cross. So that we do less of that. Like this kind of. See, it's hard to tell if, like, this looks kind of involved. Should I just go up and over? It's tempting to look at it. At least we'll be higher on this kind of stuff, which is a bit more secure feeling. Yeah, I don't know. There's a can there, which doesn't seem very reasonable. How's this? Yeah. I guess so. Feels good. The cairn on that thing is confusing. Shouldn't I just want to go down? Because I have to hit this notch no matter what. Right. Because I cannot fly. But is this the correct way to go down? Or are they all fine? Maybe they're all fine. It is a bit more loose. Like so. I guess I'm trying this. Sure. It doesn't have the feeling of being very good. What's the other option? Go down to the snow and traverse. We would just like arrive around this area anyways. Or at the bottom of where we're going. So we can kind of peek around this corner if there are good holds to see like where we're going. What else would we have done here? Gone down to the snow and rejoined? Oh, somehow it feels very odd. This does feel wrong though, because it's quite loose. I expect if everyone did this, it would be kind of cleaned out a little bit, like a little bit at least. But it's not. It's like a brand new gully. Okay, well, we are directly below it. So I kind of feel like this ramp, this ledge is correct. The orangey ledge. Why do I think so? I don't know. It's the only thing that looks sane. But how was everyone getting here? Could we have gone over this and just kind of come across? Don't rightly know. Not too bad. Was there a left side path? It looks worse over there, honestly. I don't know. Okay. Well, we're here anyways. Whatever we did or didn't do correctly. It kind of feels correct to do this. Thin ledge. So the wrap is above us. Seems kind of extreme, going straight up. This has like the markings of travel. Just gotta look for where to go up. But I think we should turn the corner. You know, the Boston Glacier looks real good. Now the question is, how far do we go? Should we go up here and then like tuck the corner? Or should we keep traversing? Yeah, let's keep traversing. That worked for me. Another peak. It is mighty thin here. But I'm willing to go back if this seems to go nowhere. I know. Is that gonna come off? It doesn't seem like it. Okay. We're going all the way around so far. Pretty downsloping. And that thing just moved, that's bad. Should I have gone up earlier than this? That's the question. Came pretty far. So where have we got our little tracks? We'll just take a look. I think I wrapped further than I needed to. So I think I'll go up and then see if I can cut left and see if that's a good point to join. Because this at least doesn't seem so bad. Hard to say. Is this the chimney? Looks like people talked about a chimney. Chimney vibes to me. Okay. Yeah. It's got good holds everywhere. Honestly. One taller move. What is the strat here? Okay. Nice. The only thing I'm worried about is, should I have cut there? Taking that one? Not sure. Because there's a big chalk stone here. This looks like it'll go. Okay. Because we can kind of go onto the ridge. And up by the big chalk stone. And we must be not too far. Because we're above the false cement. This feels like it's gonna come off. Big holds. this left side. Kind of like the cut up. Honestly, the rock is good. You say you're the top, or is it above me? Tough to decide. What I'm gonna do is well, surely I'll go to both. This kind of looks lower. Yeah, there's nothing here. Except like a totally insane view. I'm gonna say that that's the top. So let's go there. Interested in what was the correct way to get here, or I guess what was the easiest way. The chimney felt pretty good. The traverse felt okay. Like half of it was kind of bad after the corner. Surely this is the end. Okay, we got a big Mazama's box for the register. So we got some big wrap anchors there, which we probably won't use. I'm so confused about the false summit route, which whatever I did felt not very good. Okay. But anyways, we got here. It's kind of late. There's a lot of fire smoke. And there's the Sahale Peak that we came from. We'll go back that way along this ridge. Below us is the Glacier, which is pretty big, but pretty broken up. Then running the ridge, you've got Forbidden again. It's like triple point. El Dorado in the smoke with the big ramp. Some other peaks which I forget the order of on the big El Dorado ice cap. I think there is actively a fire over there, which probably isn't great for the local smoke, but you can see it pluming up, at least I can. Then in front, Boston itself is kind of blocking the giant Boston Glacier, which starts all the way on the left and then goes all the way to the right. Got Mount Logan again with a slightly uncovered glacier. Ripsaw Ridge here, Buckner at the end. Good is really not visible anymore. Booker is this guy, and then we're back to Sahale. So I think we're done. There is stuff over there. I don't really know what it is, and it's pretty smoked out. Okay, bye-bye.